Yo, GameBro here, and this is Let's Play Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. We're heading to Baba's Palace, and right off the bat, I'm going to mention that post-commentary is taking over once again. Son Goku has some of his friends come along this time. There are 5 fighters they need to face. 2 of them will already have been taken care of, because Goku didn't really do anything. And the third opponent, well, Goku took care of in the anime, but is actually not being shown off for some reason. Here's some mummy that Yamcha was facing, but Goku had to take over. That mummy's just too fast and strong. Now what Devilman was trying to do that I foolishly did not show off was some beam that if that person gets hit has any evil in him or her will be destroyed, but it will not affect on Goku. He is pure. This boss is quite a nuisance. Just keeps flying all over the place, throwing pitchforks at you and such. This boss was very troublesome in hard mode, not to say that most of the other bosses in hard mode weren't troublesome too, but this one especially gave me a lot of trouble. And if you fall in the center, then it is game over. Well, I mean, obviously, if lives, you could keep continuing. Not quite game over, but, you know, it's instant death. You know what I'm trying to say. Even in the anime, that's the case. Alright, we are getting close now. And again, try to save you using after-image techniques until near the end of the battle, so you can use Kamehamehas and such prior to that. And there we go. So we're changing locations to battle the final opponent. Some guy in a mask with a halo. Yeah, guess we'll be facing this dead old man. Well, we'll find out more about him after this battle. And yay, back to the fighting genre. They're not terrible. They're just really nothing special. Nothing to die for. And there's also this trick that I found makes it a bit easier, like sweeping and then jabbing. I don't show it off here, but I found it in one of the battles far later on this part. Maybe it won't work on all opponents, but it worked on that opponent. Just one sweep and one jab will get your opponent on the ropes. Or at least that opponent. Yes. A little cheap, but it's a developer's fault for not noticing it, I guess. Plus, you have to make sure you're not on the ropes, obviously. Come on, pass me. You almost got this. We almost defeat question mark. Who is he anywho? Unleash! Just one more hit ought to do it. And KO. We did it. We did it. That's right. It's his grandpa that's also named Gohan. In the anime, Gohan could have actually won. He had Goku by the tail and all. But, you know, it was his grandson and all. Received Gohan's head, it seems. He also mentions that he wouldn't be anywhere else besides the afterlife, so Goku is still going to resurrect Bora, Upa's father, instead of his grandpa. And that's also the last time, except for some very quick flashback, canon-wise, that we see Grandpa Gohan. And yep, facing these guys once again. Except we're gonna face Mai as well. And they had the Dragon Ball, like some case or chest or whatever, that the radar isn't able to sense for some reason. But yep, he has a final ball. Fighting 3 machines this time. Combine machines. So, staying back, kicking missiles and such back at him. That's not a bad idea at all. He also drop bombs and shoot bullets at you. Which, of course, you can use your power pole to spin, but not all that reliable when doing damage towards this boss. Why did I run into that bomb? Guess I thought the radius wouldn't hit me for some reason. Yeah, and he can't seem to reflect bullets back at him very well. And I got hit there. Come on, past me. Come on, past me. And there's a 4th attack, which I don't use very often, it seems. And there we go. 10 hits. And that'll be the last time we see Pilaf, at least canon-wise. They appear a couple times in filler episodes. Well, one filler episode and one series that is filler period. They appeared at the beginning of GT. It's because of him that Goku is wished back to a child. But what gave Pilaf the idea that wishing Goku back to a kid, it was an accidental wish, but still would prevent Goku from stopping him from taking over? Goku just stopped him as a kid, and once again before at his castle. So what the hell? And which also was a really dumb concept, turning Goku into a kid, and even worsely executed. GT was a complete mess, but I'd be lying if I said I did not enjoy it. Regardless. But yes, if you've read, 3 years have, or should I say, if you didn't read, 3 years have passed. So now Goku and Krillin are 15 and 16, even though they are still midgets. We are facing Chaozu. That's right, this is where Tien and Chaozu make their appearance. Even though Chaozu is actually Krillin's opponent in the manga/anime, the game has Goku facing this boy for some reason. Chaozu can fly, can freeze his opponents. Little Tien can fly as well. Come on, past me. Doing damn near perfect. One minor complaint I have with Dragon Ball is like some of the characters like don't really get explained. Like remember Launchum, that girl who has two different personalities, one who's sweet and one who is violent. It would have been nice to know like where the origins of those characters came from. We never really get to know about Launch. We never really get to know about Yamcha. We never really get to know about Chaozu and such. I mean, live showing anime shows backstories for like a lot of the main characters, or at least characters that appear often enough. Yet Dragon Ball doesn't explain anything for some of these characters. I would have liked to know if like Launchum always had like the sneezing power that has her changing personalities. As you can see, Goku is facing Krillin now, two of Roshi's pupils. It's pretty obvious who will come out on top. And of course, Goku is going to win, just like in the anime. Almost there. Just a little more to go. And there we go. Defeating him in midair. Yes, Stephanie, Natalie. Now it will be the final match. Goku versus Tien. Tien Shinhan, or Ten Shinhan. This was back when, just like a lot of Goku's allies now, NNZ was originally Goku's enemy, but ended up turning over a new leaf. His master wanted his students to kill Roshi's pupils instead of just simply defeating him. They end up betraying the Crane Master, and Crane ends up trying to kill Chaozu, but Roshi Kamehameha him. Crane, I mean. And yeah. Now we won't be able to see him for a while. We haven't seen this game. Always a good idea to stay down when your opponent is about to unleash their beam. And also I end up getting killed by this tri-beam, or whatever Japanese name is called. Use up all the bars of ki. Use up the whole bar of ki. And end up losing, so I end up having to try this twice. I will have cut to when I will about to defeat him. But yeah, I will have lost here. And that is the tri-beam that I mentioned earlier. It did quite a bit of damage for the cost of using all of that ki. Unleashing my Kamehameha right off the bat. Budokai Tenkaichi has a lot of the best fight scenes in the Dragon Ball anime. Although the fight versus of Goku versus Tao, Mercenary Tao, was a great fight as well. And fights between Goku and Murasaki was freaking hilarious. It was more comic relief than anything, but Dragon Ball has a lot of humor that I find pretty funny. But what is happening now is anything but funny. This is where the series really gets dramatic. Not so much on the comedy this time. Yes, we're going to kill that bastard, but that'll be for the next part. This is GameBro. See you all in the next video.